I thought I'd run the camera. You're not going to see this very much, but I'm just going to dab a little bit in this sealer. I don't really need much, do I? And I've already cut in around the toilet and stuff. I only have a few tiles right here to do. And where the door was, I made sure to hit those tiles all the way, so I don't have to open the door, close the door, do anything. Okay. Now I can back myself out of here. Be careful with my sealer. I think I have more than enough on my roller to finish this floor. Still concentrating and making sure I hit into the grout lines. Okay? Now I can come back over the top. Come over the top at the end. Just depress in there. That's why I'm using a 3-inch nap semi-smooth surface roller cover. That way it gets in those grooves. If those grooves were deeper, I might have used a thicker nap roller or a sponge roller even. See there? I didn't use that much sealer on that floor at all. There. I think that's going to dry in no time. Obviously, you know, you're going to feel it to the touch before you go in there. And this time, even once it's dry, you can go in there and use your bathroom and stuff, but it needs to dry 100% before you start using it too much, you know, like overnight or something. But we're gonna let that dry, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's dry. Now here's something to realize. See how it's beating up as it's drying on this smooth tiles. That's just how it's gonna dry, okay? It's not because you use the wrong paint roller cover. Don't start second guessing yourself. Do it the best you can. Let it dry, and I think it's gonna be fine. See, here's the laundry room too. See how the floor looks like it's splodgy with the paint roller? That's just how it's gonna dry. Once it dries, I believe everything is going to be perfectly smooth. We'll see. I'll show you that in a minute. Don't be using a 3/8 inch nap paint roller for this. See what's happened here? I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's some imperfections in here from the paint roller. And I'm not sure what the deal is here. Did I know this was going to happen? I'll let you be the judge of that. But now I've got to take some of it off. And see this steel brush? I'm going to use this. And that's going to blend this in. And I'm probably going to have to paint over with the paintbrush these tiles until I can figure out what kind of roller to use. Now I don't know. You can use a roller for this. Maybe you have to use a rag for it, or a sponge. But I didn't have this problem when I sealed the natural stone floors, because they weren't like perfectly smooth like this. You know? See, that's toned it way down. And now I'm going to put a coat over this with the paintbrush. And remember, I tried to just put the first coat on the grout lines. Well, it's showing a little line all the way across and around the tiles too. And then the paint roller, I can still see the little blotches on there. I thought those were going to dry. Son of a gun, Davity, nabbit. It's a good thing I only had these the laundry room and the bathroom that I did. Can you imagine if I did all the floors this way? Well, maybe my loss is your gain. Maybe I knew this was going to happen to show you what not to do, you know? I think maybe that's what happened here. I didn't have that problem with anything around the edges where I ran the paintbrush. And it's really not going to take very long to do these tiles with the paintbrush now at all. So that's what I'm going to do when I get this done. Boy, I got lucky. Man, I could almost leave it just like that, have it look old world. I've got the sealer on there. I've got 2 coats of sealer on the grout now, and 1 matte finish seal coat on these tiles. If that's what you like, you can leave it just like that, or you can get some sealer that's a matte finish, which means it's kind of dull. It's a natural finish, no shine to it at all. Kind of like this. Kind of like how this floor looks now. Yeah. I probably didn't have to do this tile. That was the one behind the door. And see, those that were behind the door that I did with the paintbrush, those are fine. So I have just a few more tiles to do here. I'm glad I have this little metal brush. You see that? Boy, that's working out really great. There's no way I'm going to do the whole floors like this though. You know, to get this look, I'm going to have to put another seal coat on here with just the paintbrush this time. I'm going to have a game plan for what I'm going to do next time I'm here for the rest of the tile floors. If you have any ideas out there, let me know. Give myself a nice little workout here. I only have a few more to go. Just these 2, as a matter of fact, right here. It's not going to defeat me. This is how you learn. You learn by somebody else's mistakes. By your own mistakes. And you figure out how you're going to fix it so that next time you'll know. I'm looking at that now. Let's take a quick look here in the light. See, that's toned it down, way down. Okay, now I'm going to get the paintbrush out. Yep. I'm going to do each one of these tiles. Now, if you were watching before, I've already done the tiles all the way around the edge and the cut in. So now I'm going to put 1 coat just over each one of the big squares. It's not going to take me long.